great quarterback play doesn't mean great results, especially in the playoffs. And people are starting to realize that an elite quarterback guarantees you nothing. Guarantees you absolutely crap. You need a really good team. You need to be built from the ground up, in the trenches, both sides of the ball, plus special teams. You need a good run game. You need good weapons. You need very talented coaching to push you to a Super Bowl. Great quarterback play is always a great addition to have. It's always nice to have a quarterback that can make game-winning plays and take over a game and score 4 touchdowns on any given night. But it is not the be-all, end-all. And I've said this multiple times this year on the show a few years back, probably this exact same segment. Drake Maye just threw for 86 yards, completed 10 passes, and the Patriots are walking to the Super Bowl. That says something about how this roster's built. That says something about what winning as a team means. Because winning Super Bowls, it's easy to blame, it's easy to put it on a quarterback. It's easy to say that's a QB stat. But when you break it down, I think we're starting to realize that it's really not. And team chemistry and team building, it all means a lot more than we've given it credit for. And I think we're getting smarter. I'll talk about that when we go to the Seahawks segment. But overall, I think when you look at this Patriots team, what have the Patriots done extremely well throughout the playoffs? Their offense hasn't been all that great. They've averaged like 18 points per game throughout the postseason. One of the lowest in NFL history, yet they're headed to the Super Bowl. Why? Because they built the defense properly. Because their red zone defense in the postseason has been excellent. Because they've capitalized off turnovers, which is exactly what they did against the Broncos today, which is why they won that game. And they haven't been outcoached, and they've been great situationally, and they've been aggressive when they needed to be, and as a result, they've won games. And it is what it is, and that's why they're headed to the Super Bowl right now. Now, I hate to go back to this old reference. Everybody always says it. Defense wins championships. It's old. It's very cliche, but it is still true. And the Patriots are the prime example. Just look at how great that defense has been when offenses have gotten down to the red zone in the playoffs. One of the best. Offenses can't score against New England in the postseason right now. And that's the reason they've been able to back up their young quarterback who's made a few mistakes, who's also making plays. That's the reason the Patriots are rocking to the Super Bowl right now. You go out in free agency, you grab Milton Williams. Robert Spillane's been huge for them. The secondaries come up big. Gonzo's amazing. They have so many great players. You bring in Mike Vrabel, takes command of the defense. You didn't like Gerard Mayo last year, kick him out, who cares? We're moving forward. We're looking at a Super Bowl. We want a championship. When the weather gets cold, in the harsh climate, in a treacherous environment, who do you call on to make the play? Not the QB, not the offense, but the defense. As a unit, forcing turnovers in every single game. The defense is the reason they beat the Broncos. They force the turnover, they give them the playoffs, they give them the field position, they score, the game's over. That's it. Defense wins championships. In a society, in a world, at a point in time where the league favors offenses so heavily, with the officiating, with the flags, with the calls that always go to the offense, it is the defense that always stands strong. And you can look and point at Seattle's defense tonight as well And that's why they win the game. Sam Darnold plays great. I'll talk about that right away. Offense, great. Play calling, great. Rams made mistakes, yes. Seahawks capitalized off it, yes. But guess what? 4th down in the red zone. Rams go for it. Who comes up with the stop? Seahawks defense. When they need it, they call on the defense. Ring, they answer. They answer the phone. Defenses win championships. Patriots have always had a great defense. That's always been a staple for this franchise because that's the key. Fans might call it boring. Fans might say, oh, it's stale. We want to see 30, 40-point games. They're winning. And that's how they won, and that's how they made the playoffs. So shout out New England for the job they did.